what was K13?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It does matter. Because if it was like, hey, you know what?
Monday morning, toast in my hand. Flip on the speakers, I'm part of the band. Russ tells a story, Ryan starts to laugh. Ren's got a hot take, James breaks it in half. Chris hits record and the room comes alive. 5 friends talking like you just arrived. Songs of FM, we're all tuning in. Every little ramble feels like we're your kin. Songs of FM, let the nonsense begin. If you're here for the vibes, you already win. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Russ, Ryan, Red, James, Chris again.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. S1E9 of the Songs of FM podcast. Boys, we're on a roll. We've going to have 9 of these babies in the bag and ready for everybody to watch. Hopefully you're watching us on YouTube or you're listening to us on iTunes or Spotify or a plethora of other streaming platforms out there for you to take advantage of and get your entertainment the Songs of FM way. We really appreciate that. We have dodged storms tonight. We have dodged power outages tonight, and we are putting in the work to get you get you a new episode with some new content, and this one's going to be very interesting. So, with no further ado, as we start every show, how about we right those wrongs, Ryan?
James, not James. Chris, you got the music?
Just one
I
moment.
can't do it without the music. I just don't feel it. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There it is. All right, this week we'll do things a little different. I'll address that after we talk about what happened in segment 3. Russ asked James how inspired he was by Guitar Hero with his riff selection. I'm here to report that Have a Drink on Me by AC/DC was not on Guitar Hero.
Nope.
Okay.
However, Love in an Elevator, Guitar Hero downloadable content, Trooper, Guitar Hero 2, Hanger, 18, Guitar Hero 2, as well as both of his guitar intros, Cult of Personality and Cliffs of Dover on Guitar Hero 3, and from his music soundtrack Wayne's World, Ballroom Blitz, Rock the 80s Edition, Bohemian Rhapsody, Warriors of Rock, Foxy Lady, World Tour DLC, and although not on the soundtrack, a big part of the movie, Fire from the Guitar Hero World Tour.
Well,
I feel
okay.
exposed.
So James, all of his information comes straight from one of the Guitar Heroes.
And next time you just use one of those Guitar Hero controllers and play riffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Guess the Guitar Hero riff.
I am exposed.
Here's the part we're going to do a little different. Due to a hectic work schedule, I've made the executive decision to focus most of my prep time for segment 2. I listened a couple times and nothing glaring popped out. So I've decided to put this week's wrongs in the hands of the people. Give us any of your wrongs in the comments on the Facebook page of this episode or create a TikTok with your findings. I've discovered I'm very good at delegation, and my therapist says self-awareness is a great tool.
All right. Well, we now go to the gentleman that suffered the power outage that stuck with it, and we're getting this episode out to you. We're going to jump to Ren for this week's ad.
Howdy, gang. Let's get paid, shall we? Jinko jeans. Oh, Jinko didn't believe in slim fit or straight leg or personal space. These weren't jeans. They were portable storage units, perfect for carrying wallet with chain, keys, a CD case, and somehow your entire personality. Jinkos were worn by skaters, ravers, and people who had very strong opinions about Limp Bizkit. Jinko jeans. Because regular pants weren't making enough of a statement.
Jinko jeans. I haven't saw those in a long time, but I had a cousin that wore them religiously.
And
And I
anybody
could
here have a pair? That
I
they'll
was a
admit
fan.
to?
Yeah,
Nope.
I
I
didn't
was
have
not.
the huge ones, but I had the somewhat more conservative.
He apparently
Baggy.
liked the bigger the better, because I think I could have jumped in the jeans with him. So he had those big, huge Jinko jeans. All right. Thanks for the ad therein. Now we're going to jump right into segment number 1. We have entitled this Music is Not Dead. And what I need everybody to do is to give me a song that you've heard in the last year and make an argument for its relevance and if it's a good song and if it stands up to those 80s and 90s classics that we all love. And talk about the artist, maybe even play a clip if you feel inclined. If not, whatever. And just kind of talk about it and give us your argument for is music dead? Okay. So I think I'm going to start with Christopher. Christopher, give me your is music dead?
I believe it is. I cannot find anything.
Nothing
in the last year that is good unless you dig deep and find something that is random that nobody's ever heard of and nobody's ever going to hear of because it's never going to get played.
That's like across all genres. You haven't found anything.
No.
And I can attest to that. Chris, other than in the vehicle or something like that, Chris doesn't listen to a whole lot. It's kind of like me. Like when I'm in the car, I listen to like a podcast or something like that, an audio book. Yeah. Yes. I listen to a audio book or something like that because my life is so inundated with music, on my own accord, but there's not a whole lot that I listen to. So I struggled a little bit, but then when I realized one of the songs I was talking about, I was like, oh yeah, duh. That was in the past year. So you're going to go with music is dead, Chris?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. All right. Yeah, right. So, okay, then we're going to jump over to Ryan. Ryan, is music dead?
I mean, it's not what it used to be, but I don't think it's dead. The song that I chose, there's going to be a little confession here in a minute, but when I first heard it, I honestly thought it was Chris Stapleton. I thought it was a new song he put out that I hadn't heard yet. Rolling Stone dubbed it a self-help manifesto.
Okay.
And here's the part where I have to confess something. I pulled up a few lists of top songs in 2025 to go through, see if I heard anything. And this one was right toward the top. But then when I started doing my research, it was actually released in 2023 and it hit number 1 in 2024. I don't know why it was on the 2025. I guess it was still popular because that's probably about when I heard it. And my mom would say that this decision to stick with that song, even though it was released in 2023, is due to my excessive stubbornness. And my wife would second that. And anybody that knows me would vote to affirm. So without further ado, my song is Lose Control by Teddy Swims.
Okay. A great song.
So first thing stood out was his vocal range and his rawness, which I thought was Chris Stapleton. And I think that's part of the reason why everybody fell in love with Chris Stapleton from the beginning. And he has great vocal control. I was hooked the second I heard his voice.
Yeah.
Because once again, I thought it was Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
I'm a big Chris Stapleton fan. I don't know if anybody can tell. But I became more hooked by the second verse because he kind of changed up the cadence. And then when it hit the chorus and he hit that vocal run,
yeah,
I was like, holy crap, this guy's good.
Yeah, he's an incredible singer.
So it did lead me, after finding out that song came out in 2023, to kind of peruse his albums a little more. And he's got some really good stuff on it. There's some stuff that is your typical, what Chris referred to, crap on the radio, pop music, but he has some really, really solid music on that album. And I would encourage anybody that's a dad to listen to Small Hands. It was released in 2025. So if you guys won't take the submission of Lose Control, I'm going to go to Small Hands and submit that one. And if you're a dad and you listen to that and it doesn't provoke some kind of emotional response, you should see your doctor because you're dead inside.
So Teddy Swims.
Lose Control, Teddy Swims.
Okay.
Restoring the music, Chris. Go check it out.
I hadn't heard anything from him but covers until that song. And that is a great song. I really like that song. Don't know why that one didn't come to mind, but for myself. But
because it wasn't in 2025.
Probably not. So we'll let that one slide. All right, let's jump now to James. James, is music dead?
I don't think it's dead. And I was really hoping Charlie Puth's new album would come out before we are recording this episode. But it hasn't yet.
That's 2026, James. It wouldn't have counted. The assignment was 2025.
Says the
right?
man that
Or did
picked
it say
Psalm
last
Well,
23.
it says in the past year. So, like,
Okay.
so in the past year from whenever we recorded. So I couldn't go Charlie Puth. But I did go with it came from an album that I've talked about before on this. And it puts you in the mood of that 80s and 90s country. And it's Zach Top.
That's a
What's
good
that album called, James? Let me make a note of it.
Hang on. Ain't in it for my health. Had to read it real slow, so I made sure I got it.
And that's his first album you're referring to, right? Or is it
Second.
second album?
Second
Okay.
album.
Second
Yeah.
album.
It dropped in August 25. And the song that speaks out to me, at least when I was listening to that album, is called Good Times and Tan Lines. And
Yeah.
it's your summer fun song.
Yeah.
But just the vibe that it brings, the chicken picking guitar, the way the runs are, I mean, it puts you in the mind of Alan Jackson, George Strait.
Well, you know who the studio guitar player was on that album?
Brent Mason.
Yeah.
Of course it was. But it's great. I don't think music's dead.
Okay.
And I know like Zach Top's the artist of like everyone say he's Alan Jackson's son.
Yeah.
But even just put that aside, like let's say maybe I'm not saying this permanently. Maybe Alan Jackson didn't exist, and this album still came out.
Yeah.
No, music's still not dead.
No, I can agree. And Zach Top is one of the reasons that I do agree, because I am, anybody that knows me know that I'm really not a fan of new country music.
Mm-hmm.
And he scratched the itch that I had for country music because it sounded like country music that I used to love,
Absolutely.
So that's a really good pick. So that's a good argument for music is not dead. All
yeah.
right.
So also on that album, check out Between the Ditches, James. That's a
That
really
one
good
is
song.
good.
And
there's-
there's another guy out there, Russ. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name's Jake Worthington.
I have.
That
He's a
sounds
little
like
bit.
George Jones. He opened
Yeah.
for Zach Top a little bit.
He's I could be completely wrong, but he seems a little bit gimmicky to me with his whole, look
Jones
and yeah. I mean,
And he just released a cover of, I think She Stopped Loving Her Today. I think
Yeah.
it came out last month.
Oh.
okay. Well, all right, Ren, you want to give us why you think music is dead or
Okay,
not?
Before he gives it, it's going to be Charlie Puth, and he's going to go against everything you just said, James, and he's going to sneak it in there.
Did
I'm
the album
predicting it.
drop?
No,
A couple of them did. One of the
it's-
songs.
couple
Oh,
of
the
songs on it.
singles, yeah.
Ren, continue on.
I am surrounded by morons. It says in the last year, and hello, the album's not released, but a few of the songs are. The song that was released, Charlie Puth. Hello. Anyway, music's not dead completely. But let me offer this perspective. The way you and I, all of us here experienced music in the 80s and 90s, except for James, we had, it was a scarce resource, kind of, if you think about it. We can't consume it at any time like we can now, like every second of the day.
More precious.
So I think the day, like music's not dead. There's going to be some winners here and there. Zach Top, Charlie Puth, list goes on. But
Does it?
gone are the days where you have classics that stay around forever. Because for us growing up, we had the CD. That's all we could listen to until we
Mhm.
went back to Walmart 3 months later.
Yeah.
Or your
Kmart.
friend burned one for you.
So it's really sad to think about today's generation. They're not going to grow up holding on to a song forever. Maybe a select few will, but not like we did.
Yeah.
So that's the part that's kind of dying and almost dead. 20 years from now, when the young ones, they're just going to be thinking about a kind of music, or I don't know, that one Super
Well,
Bowl show that was cool. It's really not going to stick like it does for us. It's
I
over, guys.
agree 100%.
I was thinking about that the other day because I was talking to somebody. My band does mainly 90s country, and we've been playing a lot at a college bar, and they love 90s country. And when Russ and I were growing up, we had the days of Leonard Skinner and Boston, stuff like that our parents listened to. So now it's our kids that are listening to 90s country. What are their kids going to listen to? And that's exactly what you just hit on, Ren.
Yeah, they're going to have to come back to the 80s and 90s to find
Yeah.
a song that can stick with them, that means something to them. They're not going to
And
be able to
like-
find it anything that's been released in the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years
Yeah.
and beyond.
Right.
And like, not to sound like an old fogey, but like, even on the pop radio side, I can't name one artist in the past 5 to 7 years that's stuck and maybe produced a couple albums.
Yeah.
It's just nothing's memorable. Not get off my lawn. Sorry, sound like an old geezer right now.
Yeah.
And even back to my point about Charlie Puth, his musicianship is off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
Great
savant,
songwriter.
man.
But it's not. I don't think it's going to stick with me for years, like Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men.
Who?
That's the measuring stick.
Have you talked about that before?
Nothing will ever compare.
Nothing compares. Well, okay, it's a good argument, and I do want to add on a little bit to that. It's like what you said. Nowadays, it's single after single after single. You don't buy the complete work. You don't have anything tangible to hold in your hand to really admire the artwork, to read the liner notes, to see who wrote what song. I mean, all of those things that were so precious to us that we didn't realize at the time because we didn't know it was going to go away. But it's a very precious commodity now. And anytime that I really try to support an act, I will try to find it. It's way difficult, but try to find a physical copy of it or something like that. And my band, Them Dirty Vandals, we released an album last year. And of course, we done all the streaming stuff and all the digital stuff, the digital releases, but we also did CDs, just because we are from the era that we're from. We wanted something tangible in our hands to say, "Hey, look what we done." Because we're just 4 guys from Eastern Kentucky that wanted to write our own songs and put an album together, and we done that. And we wanted something tangible to hang on the wall, and literally right up here behind me, or actually right in front of Chris, it's hanging on the wall right there. So something to be proud of. Well, my music is not dead, or is it dead? I choose to think that it's not dead, but it's much, much, much more difficult to obtain, to find the stuff that is worth listening to. And, you'll get that diamond in the rough every now and again that is more than just a fad, that is a good song. And, we all have our definitions of what makes a song great. For me, because I don't play an instrument, it's the lyrical content, the message that the words are portraying in the song. I can appreciate the music all day long, and I do, but really it's for lyrical content. And that's why I landed on a young man that made his debut last year. And I'm not picking him because I'm a homer, but I'm picking him because I discovered him on TikTok, of all places, which a lot of people discover the music on nowadays, and was really impressed with his style and the lyrical content of his music. The chord changes he was using, his playing style, everything about him was like, well, this is a breath of fresh air. And he released his album last year in October called Thinking Too Much. It's Joshua Sloan out of Salyersville. I don't know if you guys heard much of his stuff, but he kind of almost sort of went viral on TikTok. I guess he did go viral because people were just chomping at the bit to get that album. And he never scheduled it. And then all of a sudden, pow, there it is. And he went to Los Angeles and recorded it. He was also part of a record-breaking concert last year where he opened for Zach Bryan, John Mayer, Ryan Bingham, the Texas Gentleman, and the Warren Treaty at the Big House in Michigan. That's where the Michigan Wolverines play their football. And it set a U.S. attendance record of 112,408 people. And little Josh Sloan from Salyersville, Kentucky, him and one other guy sat up there with a couple of acoustics and played to those people opening that concert.
That was wasn't it Seth Morrison?
I don't know who the guy was with him.
He's from here. He went to Floyd Central.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even more impressive, And again, it's not because I'm a homer, but the song in particular that I'm talking about is Shark Attack. I love the song Shark Attack. And there's another one on there, Your Place at My Place, that was probably bigger and created that anticipation for the album. But Shark Attack is the song that I lean to, and it's got a real John Mayer-esque feel about it. It's acoustically driven, but there's a beat to it and stuff like that. I mean, it's a great song. So you get a chance, check him out, Josh Sloan. The album is Thinking Too Much, Shark Attack, and Your Place or My Place. Now, I want to say that why it proves that the great music still exists is because there's still people out there with that mindset of, quality is better than quantity. They want to release a quality piece of music rather than release a lot of mediocre pieces of music just to fill some kind of stat sheet. Will it be talked about in 20 years? Who knows? I mean, like Ren said, I kind of lean with what Ren says there. Those classic tunes just aren't there anymore. But, that kind of poses the problem. Is the music the problem, or is it how we find it? I don't know.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. What's
I think
pushed
so.
to us?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's got to hit some kind of algorithm before, you really want to discover it. But you do enough digging, you'll find some really, really good stuff that's still out there that just does not get that push that, the radio provides. But that's another thing too. Radio is not the main medium now.
No.
It's social media. Social media is the main medium because they use a song in the background of a video or something like that. And then you get your stuff, they've got those TikTok charts on iTunes and things now. So Apple Music or whatever, James.
Charlie Puth was actually talking about that in a video of his I watched.
Yeah.
To where why is the kick drum so distorted now?
Yeah.
In recordings, and it's because this is what we're listening to.
Mhm.
For it to cut through, it has to be distorted.
Yep.
And that's just they're catering to the phone.
Yep. You're right. Okay. Well, that'll wrap up segment number 1. Is music dead or not? Well, I guess we kind of still left that one an open-ended question, guys. You all let us know what you think about is music dead or not, and let us know some of those artists that you have found that you've really been attracted to in the last year and a half or so, and drop those to songsofm@gmail.com. All right, we're going to move now on to segment number 2, the FM verdict.
In the music justice system, the artists are represented by 3 separate yet equal important groups. The overrated, the hype was bigger than the music. The underrated, not nearly enough credit for how good they are. And the got their dues for those that receive the right level of recognition. These are their stories.
Today, we are in the Songs of FM courtroom to debate cases of artists, bands, songs, and/or albums that have been charged as overrated. We will determine once and for all what category they belong in. Our Songs of FM judge will announce the defendant and what each defendant has been charged with. Our 4 panelists will make an argument to place the defendant in one of the 3 categories: overrated, underrated, or they got their dues. Then our judge will make a ruling. At this time, please observe the Songs of FM national anthem.
How did I get pulled into jury duty?
This took a turn.
One backyard in Hay, where he sat in full glee, a few sons of harmony sent a petition.
Like I need to take my hat off.
Head inspired and paid.
That's the drinking version. It's okay.
Randy digs it.
Answer arrived from the jolly old Grecian. Voice, fiddle, and flute no longer.
Yes.
Called J.G. Whitworth.
What the world?
I ain't dressed up enough to be in this.
Yeah, I feel really dressed down for this occasion. Okay.
I've never been looking forward to court so much.
Powdered wig and all.
It's the wig party.
Oh my gosh.
John Adams did have a beard.
All right. The format for today will be open debate. I'll read the charges and the floor be turned over to the panel. Feel free to interrupt, argue, and lose your mind. First case called before the court, Slido with being overplayed and a white girl danced at many bars across this great land, bringing tremendous happiness to many middle-aged women, as well as being overplayed at any sporting event. The court will now hear case SOFM-00001.SE1.EP8.01-OR, The People versus the song Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Gentlemen, present your arguments.
All right. Who goes first, Your Honor?
Open forum.
Anybody want to go first? I got real strong
Okay,
feelings
fine.
about this. And go ahead, Ren.
Judge, Your Honor, sorry. So the charge is it's overrated?
Yep, that's a
overplayed.
bad charge. It's overrated. It's overrated because it's overplayed. And a white girl dance. They do a lot of this, a little bit of that when the song comes on.
Well, Your Honor, if I may present my case, I understand it's probably overplayed, but not necessarily equals overrated. I mean, songs don't usually last 40 years unless they genuinely connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm asking the court to find that they got their due. It's a great song. It's a great song that just might suffer, as you indicated, Judge, from a little bit of overplayed everywhere.
If I may, Your Honor, I'd like to add on to Reynolds' case there that I think this is a mistaken case of not overrated, but inundated. We've been inundated by the song for many years now, and it has become more popular, evident in the last handful of years with, as you say, the white girls. But I would, in their defense, I would say the first line of the song is just a small town girl. So it's going to apply to those girls, probably first and foremost. So I would also like to say that it is it has gotten its due, and that I do believe that song need be left alone. Anybody else?
Your Honor, just to tag on to what they've been saying, I mean, it's a song that stayed true for the years, and it resonates with everyone, not only just musicians but vocalists. And I mean, has it been played a lot? Yes, but I think it's for good reasons, Your Honor. I mean, we always sing the happy birthday song. Why? Because it's justified. We're going to hear Don't Stop Believing around some white girls because it's justified.
Yeah.
Here.
Anything from the gentleman with the glasses.
Your Honor, I'd like to point out that everybody on the panel is wearing glasses.
I noticed. Including me.
I think he means you, Chris.
I think so too. Well, they've really said a great argument, and I will say it is played multiple times throughout the years because it still holds up today. It has not aged at all.
Here.
There's no age to this song. This song could be heard all over the world, and everybody's just like, "Oh, this is great." There's nothing wrong with the song.
Well, I think I can speak for the rest of the panel in Your Honor by saying we rest our case.
All right. One thing that the gentleman that introduced me forgot to mention was he was supposed to announce my name when I came into the courtroom, and that would be the Honorable R. Francis Doe.
In my defense, Your Honor, it was not on the paper you gave me.
That is a
My
clerical
bad.
error. We seem to have a clerical error.
Sarah, you seem to be making too many mistakes. This has got to stop.
Okay.
So, after hearing the arguments, the Songs of FM Court acknowledged the recommendation of got their dues, and hereby rules Don't Stop Believing by Journey got their due.
Yeah.
Here.
Case number 2, sided with using a formulaic rock structure, excessive saxophone, and a success due to his over-the-top devout fan base. The court will now hear SOFM 00001.SE1.EP8.02-OR. The people versus, sir, there seems to be a discrepancy on your ID. Do you go by the boss or Bruce Springsteen? Oh, both. Okay. The court calls the Bruce Springsteen boss. Gentlemen, begin your argument.
Well, first of all, Your Honor, if I may, I would like to dismiss any of his political standing from this case because he seems to get a lot of hate from that, and that has nothing to do with his music and or talent that he represents as a songwriter.
I'd like that struck. This is solely based on his musical abilities.
All right.
Struck from the record.
With that being said, musically, I can say that Bruce Springsteen is a American icon. He's an American treasure. His songwriting abilities, the songs that he brought to the forefront that were all written about his life and growing up in New Jersey, that he was a working class hero he comes off as. And I do believe that his songs Born to Run, his 10th Avenue Freeze Out, the songs that were before the releases that made him, quote unquote, the boss, are at the heart and soul of who he is as an artist. And that though he may have suffered in the 80s some pop faux pas, that really the true Bruce Springsteen is an artist of the highest degree. Thank you.
Next,
Okay.
the gentleman with a hat.
Okay. Just for clarification, Judge, could we get a restatement of the charge, please?
Cited with using a formulaic rock structure, excessive saxophone, and a success due to his over-the-top devout fan base.
So it is currently the charge with an opinion of overrated.
All of them.
Okay. Well, Bruce, the boss, Springsteen, I would have to agree with the charge that the boss is overrated.
Objection, Your Honor.
Hey.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
I have the time. I'd consider him a crime boss, Judge. He's been charged multiple times, Your Honor, with the crime of lengthy albums and concerts. His sprawling albums and marathon live shows, sometimes 3 and 4 hours, are not for the casual listener. And that voice isn't for everyone. I rest my case.
Sir, may I interject? Have you ever bought a ticket to see Bruce Springsteen? Were you forced to buy a ticket to see Bruce Springsteen to suffer those 3 and 4 hour long concerts that you bring up?
Don't have the time, sir.
Well,
or the interest.
I digress. Anyone else?
Judge, I'd just like to say the last panelist is completely out of line. I'd like to
Here.
I'd like it's just uncalled for.
I object.
I mean,
hearsay.
Thank you. And during that time,
and I hear you say it.
You're all there. I mean, with the time period and how much that he could relate to the working class American, and he created the rock that you may expect with the next chord, what the next dynamic moment's going to be. But at the time, Your Honor, that's what America needed. We needed something that we could rely on to be comfortable with, but also it still gets us excited. And still to this day, we rely on that comfort. We rely on a better time to where, yes, it was a time to where we had to work hard, but you know what? We were proud of it. And that's what Bruce Springsteen brought to the table, is being proud of the working class in America.
It appears we have 2 got their due, and 1 overrated.
I would also like to dismiss the opening line to one of Bruce Springsteen's songs. I'm on fire. Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Please dismiss that.
That sounds like some cancel the boss talk.
It's inadmissible.
That's a good ruling, son. So we have two got their due, one overrated. The Caucasian gentleman, you're the tiebreaker, or you
Now-
can tie.
Now I want to say the other ginger over there drinking was not even in diapers yet during the boss's
Objection, Your Honor,
days.
hearsay.
He's,
He
I don't
also
think he's
says
even
that
old
we
enough
only-
to know
we
who
only have
he
one.
is.
Hearsay, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that's absolute fact that he is the only ginger drinking. Go ahead, Caucasian, fine young fellow.
But he is overrated.
Mhm.
I mean, the only reason he had, I mean,
Yeah.
all these
Yeah,
fans that they push him down your throat, like he's the best. No, there's so much better out there. There's so much better during his time out there.
Name someone more patriotic.
Who cares about patriotic? You were talking about working class
Your
and having to
Honor.
work, and you weren't even in diapers yet.
I mean,
So
Let the record show.
No.
yes,
that.
please let the record show that he has basically, with no other term but shat upon the entire argument of patriotism. Did you not hear the theme song? Did it not sound like the Star Spangled Banner to you?
I will also let the record show that the Caucasian gentleman was the only one that had his hand placed above his heart during the Songs of FM national anthem.
I did.
So he's very
Am I the
patriotic.
Caucasian?
But might I add, Your Honor, that wasn't even the United States version of the national anthem. That was British, which could mean that he isn't even American. Your Honor, in this case, I would really like to ask you to give Bruce Springsteen his due, but also I would like to ask that you punish the other two panelists with a direct call to ice. Thank you so much.
I would
Your
like
Honor.
to clarify for the court that I am a assistant attorney and Chris is the regular county attorney that I work for. So I'm just doing my job.
All right. After hearing the arguments, the Songs of FM court has recognized that this verdict is split, and it's solely at the discretion of the Honorable R. Francis Dodo. And although me and the Mrs. Dodo may be guilty of cruising through town, pulling the pistols out to a little bit of the boss, we're going to hereby rule that the boss, Bruce Springsteen, is overrated.
Yeah.
This is a sad day.
Sad day. Sad day.
Case number 3.
It's a great day in America. It's a great
Yeah.
day in America.
Case number 3 sided with being fake and nothing more than a calculated strategy to take advantage of the new grunge movement. Critics frequently dismiss them as a fabricated band with unoriginal formulaic riffs and a lack of authentic grunge credibility. The court will now hear case SOFM 00001.SE1.EP8.03-OR, the People versus Stone Temple Pilots. Gentlemen, begin your arguments.
Your Honor, I would like to start by saying this is a farce that any charges be brought up against Stone Temple Pilots for not being grunge or being too poppy to be grunge. They weren't a Seattle band. They were from San Diego, and they fit right in and had more melody in their songs than the other ones combined. I will stand firm on my opinion that the Stone Temple Pilots are not overrated. They are a band that has gotten exactly what they deserve, and maybe in some cases not enough. And I hope that the gentleman on this panel will feel so inclined to agree with me.
Your Honor, to bounce off what this other panelist said, I would agree. And yes, I do think that the general public classified them as grunge. And are they grunge? No, Your Honor. I think honestly that they had just found their original sound, and then the media and the general public have categorized them as a ripoff of grunge or to try to do something weird with grunge.
Here, here.
But Your Honor, if you take a listen, it's a whole new sound that I just don't think the world was ready for at the time.
Here,
I think
here.
they were ahead of their time and honestly underrated.
Here, here.
The gentleman with the beard.
I think it's you, Chris.
I mean,
Unless he was looking in the mirror.
it could be. You don't know.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Just like he said, they were an original sound. There was nothing like them. They came out with their own sound, and I believe that everything they have still holds up today.
Here.
There's nothing to me that has aged on them, on their songs. Like, they're original, and everybody got mad about it.
Yep.
Because they jumped ahead of them as they were copying everybody else.
And I would like to enter a motion of pro se, where the DeLeo brothers are not here to represent themselves. That we are here to represent them and in their stead.
Here.
I'd like to acknowledge that was a good word.
Thank you.
There, sir.
Thank you.
All right, the gentleman in the t-shirt. I think you're the last to go.
Your Honor, people of the court, it is a privilege to stand before you and defend Stone Temple Pilots.
Here.
I challenge. I ask you this. If you have a brain, and connected to that brain, you have ears, and you listen to the riffs, the bass lines, the arrangements, and you come to any other conclusion that they are not the greatest, one of the greatest bands of all time, if you don't come to that conclusion, there is something wrong.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
There's no denying the musical genius of the DeLeo brothers. So that's all I need to say. Stone Temple Pilots forever.
Okay, the record, let the record reflect. Okay, order. That's enough. Keep the peace. Let the record reflect that it's a unanimous recommendation by the panel to rule in favor of the Stone Temple Pilots, and the court will stick with that recommendation, and we will hereby rule that they are underrated. And quite frankly, I'm disappointed that this was brought before us and put on this list. So whoever compiled this list, you should be ashamed of yourself. And it's a true injustice to the American people that we had to sit here and make this argument today.
Here. Huzzah!
All right, final case. Sided with overexposure critics arguing that while it's a pop culture phenomenon, some songs are considered filler or novelty tracks rather than masterpieces. Critics also point to a lack of overall album cohesion, overly slick production, and suggest other albums offer better artistry. The court will now hear SOFM-001.SE1.EP8.04-OR, The People versus the Thriller album. Gentlemen,
Your
make
Honor.
your argument.
Your Honor, I must confess, I was not prepared for this argument today. I was under the impression there was going to be a different argument.
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Like, as much as what we sit here and thought of with Stone Temple Pilots amongst this panel, this shouldn't even be on today's agenda. A Thriller, underrated. I mean, it got its due. It's right there on that line, guy. It is a wonderful album. Some of the greatest musicians featured on this album, and I don't even see why it's even brought here today before us, Your Honor. So, I mean, I'm going to go with somewhere in the line of underrated, got its due, because it could be even bigger, especially with the world that we live in today.
The gentleman with teeth.
Right? You talking to me? I abstain. I leave it to the rest of the panel and you judge. I still ain't got over that time you got me on a DUI.
I would like the record to reflect I did not get him. The police got him. mainly because he was not wearing pants and his head was out the window, or as he said it, the winder, and he was just getting a breath. The gentleman with eyebrows, do you have anything to add?
As I said, Your Honor, I was not prepared to present my argument in this case. I was under the impression we were going to have another argument, but I will have to say that the album Thriller by Michael Jackson, produced by Quincy Jones, was neither overrated or underrated. It got its just due because it was recognized until just a few years ago as the most selling album of all time. Featured many singles, hits on that, of course, the title track Thriller. My personal favorite, well, James, you might correct me if I'm wrong, Human Nature on that album. PYT, Pretty Young Thing on that album. So, you know, I think that it got its just due, and I would like to give a lot of unknown credit to Mr. Steve Lukather of the band Toto, who was the man who orchestrated the songs for one Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones. So I believe that it got its due, Your Honor.
A gentleman with eyes, two of them. You have anything to add?
I have nothing to add.
Okay, sounds like we have slightly underrated or just got their dues as a recommendation from the panel. The Songs of FM Court will follow those recommendations, and we will hereby rule that it's slightly underrated, but definitely got its dues. But we also would ask to leave this to the people, and they comment on our Facebook page with their verdict. The Songs of FM Court would like to thank you for fulfilling your civic duties, and at this time, court is adjourned. Hold on. Looks like we have an emergency hearing. Let me get the details from my bailiff. Okay, I'll allow it. Case number 5, cited with inciting cultural fatigue and success that was driven by marketing rather than superior abilities. Also charged with causing one of the most debated issues in music history and creating a false narrative for a hot take. The court will now hear the emergency case SOFM-00001.SE1.EP8.05-OR. The People versus the Beatles.
I can't even believe that you are taking the time to argue this, Your Honor. I would like.
Let the record reflect, Your Honor, R. Francis Dodo is not arguing anything.
Well, that you would allow this argument in your courtroom. I will defer to the other gentlemen to begin their statements because I do have a very well thought out and lengthy argument for my opinion on this case.
Your Honor, the evidence is right there. Like, this doesn't even need to be presented in a case. And honestly, I'm shocked that the defendants didn't even take a plea deal with this. I mean, they know they're overrated. I mean, the bassist is the best drummer in the band, not even the drummer. But Your Honor, this is comical. This is honestly comical. But I mean, they're overrated. Absolutely overrated. They hitched a ride over the great Atlantic Ocean over to the United States, and just because they did that, everyone loved them. Your Honor, I just don't think the evidence clearly shows that they are overrated.
The gentleman with headphones, would you like to add anything? And sir, I'd also ask you to not wear headphones next time you're in court. That's very disrespectful to the court.
Well, Judge, you're wearing headphones, I might point out.
These are ear covers because my ears get cold and they're sensitive.
Okay. Chris.
Well, so they actually became the big, huge fad, as you call it, when Love Me Do came out in 1962. and they didn't come over here and create one. They were there in their home when it happened. But let's go over some things that they did that came over to the United States in recording purposes. That the stuff that happens now in the songs you listen to. So let's say McCartney started using a fuzz bass on Think for Yourself. That wasn't being done at the time. They employed a piano that made a sound like a Baroque harpsichord on In My Life. George Martin recorded the piano solo with the tape running at half speed.
That sounds like a malfunction to me, son.
Objection, Your Honor. That was not a fuzz pedal. That was a back
saying.
cable.
Nope. It's fuzz bass. They did not say yes to every engineer. They told them no, that they're going to do what they want to do. Because all engineers we're going to just do it this way, like we've done for years.
Judge, I make a motion we get to the point.
Motion granted.
Okay. So look, so they did things like Lena sang through a twin revolving speaker inside of a Leslie cabinet that's designed for Hammond organs. On Tomorrow Never Knows. They were the first ones to actually take and record the two separate reels at the same time instead of singing their vocals twice to double the vocals. They were also, let's say in 1967, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band was on a 4-track recorder. In order to get the orchestra and the band, they recorded to a separate 4-track recorder and connected them with a 50 hertz control signal between the two machines. Things like that came to the United States, and that's what all your pop stuff and all that is using now.
Couldn't they have brought all that and still not played music though?
Amen. Here.
No.
So, sir, are you saying that they are overrated, got their due, or underrated?
I believe they got their due.
Okay, the fine young gentleman, I believe this is going to be probably a fantastic take. But, sir, I'm going to have to ask you next time, try not to make a political statement on your T-shirt.
You're the one who looks like a supreme leader.
They had sex with Colonel Sanders.
Anyway, if I was judge, Chris, I award you no points and may God have mercy on your soul.
Amen.
I don't have much of an argument other than overrated. Overrated.
Well, since all arguments have been heard,
I
and
said
it's
shit.
again a split verdict.
Your Honor, I haven't said anything.
I censor the individual in the white shirt. Censor.
I don't see anybody in a white shirt, sir. But I believe you may be referring to the gentleman with the nose. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just to add on to what my esteemed colleague was saying about the innovations that the Beatles had in recording, I would like to ask the gentleman in the Cincinnati baseball shirt, have you ever used a looper?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'd like to ask the gentleman in the offensive political shirt talking about our brethren from across the sea to try to come and make a life for themselves in this country. A foreigner on your shirt, sir. That's. But anyways, have you ever
Beatles.
used?
Right here's the Beatles.
Have you ever used a looper, sir?
Why, yeah.
Okay, Your Honor, I know that you play music. Have you ever used a looper?
I don't believe I know what you're talking about.
Anyways, you can thank the Beatles for the looper.
And an echo.
Okay.
I'd make a motion that that it's irrelevant based on the fact that we have modern shipping lanes through the Atlantic Ocean, and they could easily have shipped that over from the United Kingdom, London to United States for distribution on a mass scale.
Motion denied.
Thank you. A short list, maybe not so short list. Love Me Do, Please Please Me. I Want to Hold Your Hand, A Hard Day's Night. I Feel Fine. Ticket to Ride. Help. Yesterday. In My Life. Norwegian Wood. Nowhere Man. Eleanor Rigby. Here, There, and Everywhere. Tomorrow Never Knows. Yellow Submarine. Strawberry Fields Forever. Penny Lane. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. With a Little Help from My Friends. A Day in the Life. All You Need Is Love. I Am the Walrus. Hey Jude. Revolution. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Happiness is a Warm Gun. Rocky Raccoon, Something, Come Together, Across the Universe, Here Comes the Sun, Because, The Ballad of John and Yoko, Let It Be, The Two of Us, and The Long and Winding Road. 35 songs presented by the Beatles in a short 7-year career. And also more points to what I'm wanted to give you the highlights of the Beatles, their accomplishments. The top 5 in 1964. On April 4th, 1964, they held positions 1 through 5 simultaneously with Can't Buy Me Love, Twist and Shout, She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and Please Please Me. Total top 5 and top 10 hits, they have 29. Most number 1 albums with 19 number 1 albums on the Billboard 200 and have spent an astonishing 132 weeks at the top. They have the longest charting span. They have top 10 hits spanning 59 years, 9 months, and 3 weeks. International and sales dominance. Total sales, the Beatles have sold over a staggering, and get ready for this, 1.6 billion singles and 177 million albums in the U.S. alone. The UK chart records, they hold the record for the most number 1 albums, 15 in the UK. Global hits, during their peak, they had the top-selling single 1 out of every 6 weeks at the top-selling, and the top-selling album 1 out of every 3 weeks in the US. A 1971 milestone following up their breakup, all 4 members were simultaneously charting solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Before them, we had songs about taking your baby to the soda pop shop, songs that were vapid and had no real thought to them, which, yes, the Beatles are guilty of riding that wave to start with, but then they started making us think with songs like Happiness is a Warm Gun, going against gun control, whatever side you are on that side, and I will not go any further with that. But they give us songs like The Long and Winding Road, Something. Your Honor, this is a farce that is even brought up in this courtroom today. The Beatles were not underrated. The Beatles were not. Definitely not overrated. The Beatles got their due, and they stand as the most successful band in the history of music for a reason. The reason that the gentleman in a Foreigner shirt brought up in previous arguments, previous segments of this very show, that the songs they released have lived on for many, many years, which is something we will never see again. The Beatles, Your Honor, are the greatest band of all time. Thank you.
All right, now that we've heard all the panelists,
Your Honor,
now,
may I address the court?
sir, we would ask that you keep all your clothes on.
The innovation claims are often exaggerated. Those same studio techniques and equipment were also experimented with by the Beach Boys, the Velvet Underground, and Bob Dylan. We would have to strike that as a advantage the Beatles have over any other possible scenarios where the equipment was made mainstream.
Then let their music stand on its own.
Good.
Your Honor, I would also like to address the court.
Go ahead.
I would just like to ask the panelists, when's the last time you've listened to a Beatles song and not been tortured with it. I rest my case. Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't recognize any of those songs that were listed. And also, when did Beatlemania occur?
I thought those were street names in the
1963.
Okay. It was not long after the Kennedy assassination when America was just looking for something, looking for good news. So the timing was on their side. Perhaps
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
if JFK was not assassinated, Beatles wouldn't be much of a distraction.
Agreed. And all songs that are in their first couple of albums, I can agree, were an escape from the tragedy of Kennedy's assassination and the woes that the country was going through at the time. But they lived on another 6 years writing profound songs that you gentlemen, I have to imagine, have not taken the time to listen to with open ears, or you would have a different opinion here today. I rest my case, Your Honor.
All right, the court's ready to make a ruling, and I'd just like to say, I recognize that this is a split verdict. We have 2 overrateds, 2 got their dues, but I'd like to encourage the rest of you gentlemen to learn something from the young man with the 2 ears sitting to your left. He came in prepared. He had a very good argument. He made his case. And although this court might not agree with his findings, I feel it compelled in my heart to rule that the Beatles got their due.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Once again, we'd like to thank you for showing up in court today and, civic duties, all that. Yeah, I'm ready to go eat some lunch. So court's adjourned.
Recess.
Man, that was tense.
I think we need to end this podcast forever now. No, I'm kidding.
Right? My goodness.
I thought I knew you people.
Who are you?
All right. Well, that takes us into segment 3, everybody's favorite portion of our shows. It's time for some games. Ren, what have you got for us this week?
Got a couple of new games. First, we'll start with our first ever Arena Rock Tournament Challenge. We have focused in on the Arena Rock genre. So, what do y'all think about the rankings? This actually, to preface this was ranked by ChatGPT solely based on Arena Rock. Could be many factors, but we have our seedings 1 through 16. What do you think?
I feel like I see a couple upsets, and I've got my eye on one in particular.
Yeah, the seating's a little bit off.
Are all right.
Yeah,
They're
they're.
okay.
I think they're a little bit off, but I can live with it.
Guess what? We're in control of that. We gotta make sure we score points for these upsets.
Do you want to make this feel a little more authentic, Ren? Would you like a little music to go along with this?
Well, absolutely.
All right, Chris, fire it up there.
What kind do you want?
Kind of keep it down low that we found earlier.
Okay.
All right. See if this wets your whistle with the March Madness theme, Reynolds.
And sorry to interrupt, but did we say how we're going to do this game, or are we just doing the first round tonight?
Yep. Only the first round tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Arena Rock Tournament Challenge. Here we go. We're going to do just round 1. We'll go through each of these 8 games and give it a score based on each of our votes. We'll score each, and the most votes gets to move on to the next round.
All right.
Next episode, we'll move to the lead 8, and then when the episode after that, we'll do both the final 4 and the championship.
Okay.
So let's start with game 1, Journey versus Whitesnake. I'll give my vote.
Yeah, give me Journey too.
Yeah, give me Journey.
Journey
Journeys.
as well. This was the.
They automatically move on. Hey, if they get 3, they move on.
You know,
I mean, at least for the record, we got to have the complete score or the final.
yeah, and I'm gonna go Whitesnake because of the car and the video. And I saw a little thing come across my screen when I was away that said Journey was overrated, I think. So Whitesnake.
Okay. That was almost a blowout. Journey moves on. Game 2, Foreigner versus Kansas.
Foreigner all day long.
Foreigner.
Are you trying to give something away, Ren? I'm gonna go Foreigner also.
Got a homer here.
All right, that's a clean
Home
sweep
team.
for Foreigner.
All right, next game, AC/DC versus Queen.
Queen.
Queen. That's a little bit of an upset right there.
Yeah.
Is it all
But
Queen?
it kind of sticks with typical NCAA
Fashion.
seedings.
Negative
12
one for
over a
AC/DC.
5.
I do dig
Wow.
some ACDC, but up against Queen, I got to go with Queen.
Agreed.
I think that was unfair seating for ACDC. I think they could have handled a lot of these
Yeah, I think so too.
in the bracket.
Yep.
I reckon we'll get quite the feedback online, huh?
I hope so.
All right. Toto versus Van Halen.
Now that's the first one that's given me a little pause.
I've got some issues with it myself.
I'm going to go with Toto.
I heard a Toto.
I love Van Halen, but I love half of what Van Halen has had to offer with the Van Hagar days. I've loved everything Toto's done. So I guess I'm going Toto also.
Toto as well.
That's an
Toto.
upset.
I can't imagine life without the Rosanna Shuffle.
All right. Wow.
I feel like that was my chance to try to get revenge at it, but as much as I hate not being able to play it perfectly,
I mean, that's
I
a
still
major
appreciate
upset.
it.
That's a big time upset right there.
Van Halen or Van Hagar could not score any votes from us.
Mhm.
Wow. Def Leppard, Blue Oyster Cult.
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard.
Negative one.
They didn't even call timeouts. No reviews. Quick game. Scorpions versus Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
I'm
They
going to
didn't even show
Aerosmith.
up for this one. Aerosmith.
I think that's
I
a
mean,
clean sweep.
5-0, huh?
Yep.
Okay. We're almost done with round one. RL Speedwagon, Sticks.
Sticks. Saw them in concert together. They were on tour and they were alternating headlining
Styx.
acts. And when I seen them, REO Speedwagon was the headlining act. Sticks played before them, and I felt compelled not to stay. because-
And I didn't even get to vote, Ren, and you went ahead and marked it 5. But due to me not really having an opinion on either one of these and just wanting to be with you guys, Sticks.
Thank you, Ryan.
Okay.
I'm with you, fellas.
Thank you, Delmar.
All right. Motley Crue, Ryan. James.
James.
It's down to us three.
Talking about two that I really don't care about, either one of them. But because my lovely wife loves Motley Crue, I'm going to give Motley Crue my vote.
I'm going to go towards more Bon Jovi.
Ooh.
At least he can sing. You know,
Ren, here's your
And they
chance
can count
to earn your
music.
He
nickname
can't
from the last
anymore.
not anymore, but
I-
he could then.
Well,
He
so
can
could
still
Vince
sing.
Neil.
No, he couldn't.
No, he
Half step
cannot.
down.
I seen a video of him the other night, and it sounded like Vince Neil Part 2.
I'm defending Bon Jovi.
That-
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But John
in
Bon
your all's
Jovi-
defense,
Sounded horrible.
yes, Vince Neil does sound a lot like me trying to run around on stage out of breath at this current moment, but that's not the moment that I choose to live in.
Well, he couldn't then either.
He could.
Oh, okay.
Chris.
All right, who's the tiebreaker?
You
Ren?
guys done?
Yeah.
It's my life, guys. I can do what I want.
God. And you're He still hasn't clicked
And I
the button
much
yet.
prefer a dude that can handle himself on a boat with Pamela Anderson.
I'm posting a video of me burning a Motley Crue CD tomorrow on our socials.
I thought you said you were going to post a video of you driving a boat tomorrow.
That too.
All right.
Well, that's round one, guys.
I want to throw up after that one.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to next episode is when we're going to do round 2, correct?
The Elite Eight, next episode.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. That was the first round of the SOFM Arena Rock Challenge.
Next up, we have Songs of FM musical
Oh, boy.
impressions.
Oh god.
Oh.
Testing this was one of the biggest joys of my life recently.
Oh man.
And just the idle spinning of the wheel kind of makes me nervous.
Mhm.
Yeah, really.
Okay. I don't
I had to
think
pull up lyrics.
no explanation needed. If anybody's ever watched Jimmy Fallon, you kind of have an
Yeah.
idea.
So for those who can't see it, if you're listening to us only, there are 2 wheels spinning. One wheel is an artist. The other wheel is a random song. And when I say random, I mean random. And whenever the wheels stop, is where we have to pull off our impression of the artist doing the song that is the other choice. So this is going to be really fun because it was the last time. Or the testing time, anyways, I'll say.
I'm really nervous.
I just hope I don't get Chattahoochee.
All right, so who's going first? Ren? Who's going first, Ren?
Russ, you're up first.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is your spin.
okay. Scott Stapp and Wonderwall. Okay, let's see here. I said today it's gonna be the day they're gonna throw it back to you. Is that all right? Okay.
great.
All right.
I didn't want it to end.
I was invested.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ryan,
Oh,
you're up. This
I know I'm
spins
going
for
to get
you.
Kermit the Frog. I know it.
Is Kermit the Frog on? Oh my gosh,
Yes.
he is.
Why are there so many songs about Rainbow?
Oh, thank God. I don't have to do James Brown.
I don't even know where to begin.
I mean, I have an idea, but
I do too.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm Googling. I'm just trying to get something.
Okay.
Oh.
you're allowed to pull up lyrics.
Well, I've already done that. Now I'm trying to figure out the James Brown part. And I keep going back. I don't know if you remember the Eddie Murphy impression. That's all that's coming in my
Would do
freaking head.
that. You got your
Perfect.
in the
Blues Brothers.
Baby shark, do, baby shark, and then the baby shark.
Kind of like fire starter.
Oh,
sound like it's walking across hot coals.
You should have made your camera like the James Brown meme where he slowly rises up, sweaty, licking his lips.
Wow, it's pretty good. Hey, it sounds like you guys are having a lot of fun. I want to go. It's my turn.
Okay.
No. I hope I don't get Snoop Dogg.
I hope you do. I hope Chris gets Snoop Dogg.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Rennie is dead. Oh, he gets Frank Sinatra. I was going to say Chad Kroger. Frank Sinatra, if you're happy and you know it.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Doobie doobie doo.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
That was a good one, Rand. A good one.
This is great.
Okay. James, you're up. This spins for you.
Gosh. I hope it's an easy impression.
I hope you get Cher.
Oh, he's going
No.
He got Michael.
Mary.
Michael Jackson, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Chris.
Mary had a little lamb. Please. What's white as snow? Mary, little lamb. Oh, Mary, little lamb. Please, it's white as snow, baby.
I applaud that one, James. Good job.
My wife's going to make fun of me so hard for that.
There's going to be a lot more people than her.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Chris, this spins for you.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg did Chattahoochee.
By Alan Jackson.
Perfect.
I I mean, if he doesn't do this one, I'll take it for him.
There has never been
Tanya,
a better match made in heaven.
Tanya, his wife, is a big rap fan, so she's going to get a kick out of this one. Chattahizzle.
I don't know where to start.
Just follow your heart.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Today, Junior.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to figure it out.
Come
Okay.
on with the order.
Oh shit.
Well, we're waiting.
All right. I don't know. My brain's not even trying to put it together.
It's the Chattahoochee.
Yeah.
Please give an attempt.
You did in the test.
I know. Hold on.
Oh, he's got to bring the essence of Snoop D-O double
man.
G.
I'm going to try. It's going to be awful.
Where's your,
Hey,
go put your chain on.
would this wig help any?
No. Hold on. Yo, way down there on the Chattahoochee.
Yeah.
Can't even go any farther.
What about it? D-O double G.
Yeah.
You know, way down on the Chattahoochee. What about it? D-O double G.
It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Word up.
Oh, good God.
Okay.
Does anybody want to take this one? Ren, you got a good one for it, Russ?
Well, Chris did a pretty good job right there when he finally done it.
Yeah.
You may want to do one more? One or two more?
Sure.
Oh gosh.
Whoever so be inclined.
Kermit. Land on Kermit.
It's going to be Cher.
Sure.
Cher. And what is that song?
Twinkle, little star.
Little star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Star.
Oh yeah.
Star. And the leaves when the sun may say, you're twinkling for me a song enough. No. That's what I got.
Are we done? Oh,
That was amazing. I'm singing that to my son when he goes to bed.
Who we got? Staying with the king. Oh, you got to do this one, Ren. I'm deferring
Elvis
to you.
Presley, the Hokey Pokey.
I think that's what. Isn't that what he got when we did the test?
I put my left foot in, my left foot out.
Oh my god.
Well done, my friend. One more for prosperity's sake.
Oh, thank you very much.
One more.
I mean, that's
Well,
It's
that was kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Hit it
Alan
one more time.
Anderson,
I mean, that one's going to be
Achy
easy.
Breaky Heart.
Well, you can tell the world you never was my girl. And you can tell you talked about my leg. I mean, that kind of works.
That's K13 right there. Makes her
my
happy.
heart, my hanky breaky heart. I just all thank you to understand.
Oh, no,
The breath in it.
be.
Yeah.
All right. Do one more. I'm hoping it lands on Kermit. Come on, Kermit. Come on,
I hope
Kermit.
Somebody can do a good Kermit.
Come on, Kermit. Come on, Kermit.
Let's just take the song that's left in Kermit.
Come on, Kermit. Damn it, it's Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, The Wheels on the Bus.
Who else on the bus goes round and round?
Special guest Christina Aguilera. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Only one left.
Please be Kermit. Come on, Kermit. Come on, Kermit. Come on, Kermit.
There you
Kermit the
go.
Frog, Old MacDonald.
Old MacDonald had a farm. And on this farm, he had a frog. And he went, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And he also had a very attractive pig. and she's my love.
Correct.
Miss Piggy. But why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Old McDonald's farm.
Yay.
I felt like I was in a Jim Henson production with
Thank
that.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
that completes our musical impressions game.
We
And,
hope
hey,
you enjoyed that, everyone. We work hard on this stuff for you guys. We put in a lot of time, but it is a labor of love. And with that, that's going to wrap up the episode 9, S1E9 of the Songs of FM podcast. We put ourselves through the paces tonight for you folks, so please listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can check us out at Buzzsprout, songsofm.com, which will take you to our brand new website, and you can find anything and everything there. And you can also check us out on YouTube. And this is one you're going to want to watch on YouTube to experience it in its full glory. So thank you all so much for joining us. For Ryan, for James, for Chris, and for Ren, I have been Russ. Farewell, you guys. We'll see you next time.